You are listening to an Atomic Broadcasting production, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the feature presentation. And remember, do your part, such as like, comment, rate, and don't forget to tell a friend to tune in for an Atomic Time.
Now, where did we leave off? Ah, yes. Our heroes encountered an Omox, a demon of filth, which tried too late to bargain for his life with information concerning nearby treasure. Once the battle was won, Zephyr discovered a pair of chests in the adjoining room.
I don't know why he took no damage. He's dead.
You know what? Because he can't take damage if he's already dead.
That's a good point.
Can't kick a dead horse. I mean, you can.
You can.
What's the phrase?
That's my pastime.
Don't beat the dead horse. That's the phrase.
Don't do it. Not you can't do it.
You can't do it. Just don't do it.
You can't beat a dead horse.
Excuse me? You can beat a dead horse, and it's ethically sound as long as you get profit off of it.
What's that quote from Jurassic Park?
What?
We live in capitalism. Get with the times.
No.
Glue.
Speaking
What?
It holds us together.
Oh, glue. I heard blue. I'm like, what does that have to do with anything?
I heard blue, and I was like, blue.
Blue holds us together? Okay.
It is a color on the spectrum.
It's the color of Petite's shirt right now.
Don't mention my shirt.
He's got to go fast.
We only don't mention what Sam is wearing. We didn't establish that rule with you.
More often than not, it's nothing.
I do like.
What?
I do like your shirt, Petite.
Thank you.
Hang on, Jenkins. What? You care to run that by me again?
There's a reason there's screens between each of us.
Listen, if that's the case, I'm going to leave right now. I don't want to be here.
Speaking of leaving right now, Zephyr was just beginning to walk out of the room where you had fought the Omox, and he sees in front of him two large banded treasure chests.
He starts drooling.
What, you can't just switch modes that fast?
So these chests, you said they're bound. Are they binded? Or are they bound? Or like friends? Or
So they're banded chests.
banded? That's
So-
what I meant. They're banded like friends, like us.
Yeah,
We're
so
a band of chests.
similar. You could look at it more like, instead of being a smaller box that's just being held together by nails, it's a large enough chest that they need to put strips of metal on the boards to keep it holding together and sturdy.
Do they look like they can open?
Oh, they look like they could open. Just for a little bit of scale of size, they're about 8 feet long each. They're more like trunks than chests.
Is
I was
one
about
of them
to
a
ask
mimic?
if I could go in it, but I think Einar could go in it.
Oh yeah, any one of you could fit in one. In fact, 2 of the smaller of you could fit in one.
It's prime
Who are the
napping
smallest
space.
of us?
You and Petite.
You know, sometimes I ask things and then I think, why did I ask that? 'Cause I don't need to know.
I, as the game master, am ready for any question, up to and including how many of us can fit in that treasure chest on the other side of the
How many
room.
dead bodies can fit in it? Because that could be relevant.
I mean,
Is that a 2-body trunk or is that a 3-body trunk?
I
It
wanna know
depends on
how
how
many-
much you fold
or
the bodies.
5, depending on how.
Tall it is.
How many of those ogars or whatever they're called
You could lay
can
on
get
top
in there?
of each other.
Omox. There could be like
Oh,
4
you could
Omox.
do like 6 Omoxes.
6
Go
Omox.
Yeah,
open
there's
the
not as
chest.
many
Omox
nooks and
chest.
crannies.
What if there's 6
really
Omox?
Don't kill the Omox. Just go open the
my.
chests.
My God.
So Zephyr's going to turn to the rest of the party and kind of just like do one of those like spy things where he like uses his 2 fingers. He points to his eyes and he points over to the chests.
Code words.
And then he straight up just goes, "There's treasure over there. I'm going in."
Maybe use a mage hand to open them.
Nope, he tumbles in and just runs up to the closest chest.
But what if it's a mimic?
Val will follow along.
I'm also going to
Same.
follow.
Einar will too.
Drag me up there.
Could throw rocks at the chests.
I would like to stand over by one of the headstones on the opposite side of the room, just in case one of these things is a mimic.
I did forget there were a bunch of dead bodies and like
Because I have
graves
trauma.
in here.
Yeah.
If it helps, we're strong enough to fight a mimic ourselves.
I have trauma.
So Zephyr, you said you were going up to the closest chest and just opening it?
I just said
So
I
you
ran up to
touch
the
it?
closest chest.
I just want to make sure you're touching this with your hands.
Not yet. I'm gonna look it over.
Ah.
Okay.
Sniff it.
I'm gonna sniff it. How old is it? If I can time sense air.
Can you age sense
What is
things?
this? Carbon dating by
Guy,
smell?
I just realized that's what I'm doing when I sniff the air. I smell how old it is so I can tell what time it is.
That's not what you're doing.
It's totally what I'm
That's
doing.
not what you're doing.
Don't change my lore.
Hey, Zephyr can think that that's what. it is.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Can I make an Arcana check?
For what?
Sensing magical things
Sure.
regarding the chest.
Can I
Do you
throw-
have an ability to magic sense?
I have an expert level in Arcana.
Can I throw a rock at this other one?
The more northward one?
Yeah.
Sure.
And can I make a society check to tell how old they are?
Sure. Okay, so let's go around. So, Zephyr, what is your perception?
29.
Okay, this chest appears to be made somewhere within the last few decades. The metal is in good shape, and it seems like it's not brand new, but it has been brought down here recently.
Any inscriptions or anything that I can glance over?
No, it seems like it's just a standard chest. Not even anybody who had any pride in their craftsmanship to make like initials on it or anything. Jenkins, you want a
29.
society?
Rolled a 7.
It does appear to be of scald craftsmanship, not of what you would be more familiar with growing up in Cheliax. Definitely using local woods and metal refining tactics. But you learn similar information that it's a recently crafted chest that's been brought down sometime, most likely in the last decade. Neros, did you have an ability you were using to sense
I mean,
magic?
I have quick identification. I don't know if that counts.
Not in this case. I mean, you could identify the chest.
I could answer that one for you.
Never mind.
Okay.
I just
Val-
want to see if I can sense if it's magical.
Val, you were throwing a rock at the more northward chest that Zephyr is not standing on.
Aye.
Make a ranged strike check.
Yeah.
DC
Oh my
5.
goodness.
Watch these things only be like normal chests and we're freaking out for nothing.
We are.
That's the best part of chests.
That's why I threw a rock.
This is where the GM
Ranged
reminds us all
attack.
that anything can be a mimic, technically.
What if they are
This whole
sentient and we're
cave.
hurting its feelings?
26.
All right, where were you aiming? Are you trying to like land the rock on top or hit the front of it?
Nowhere in particular.
Okay.
DC 5,
I
26.
guess
Where
just
do you
like
want this
the-
rock to hit?
I guess just the front of it.
Okay, so you hurl the rock and it smacks into the latch on the front of the chest and just sits there.
Like it shouldn't.
Wait, what?
You would expect the rock to fall back off, having hit metal.
Can I roll a knowledge check on this?
Sure. You have occultism?
I do have a cult. Oh, I have a +2. Let's see how this goes.
Can I also? I have a plus 14.
Oh, 20.
All right, and Neros, I imagine you've been watching because you weren't doing any checks on the other chest. You can go ahead and roll.
Ah. I'm going to 19.
Both of you recognize that that would be anticipated an anticipated result for throwing a rock at a mimic.
I knew it!
Fine art. Swing.
So, question: is somebody going to tell me not to open this chest?
Well, it's
Einar
not that
goes
one.
to
It's
the
the other
north
one.
and swings.
I don't know. It's a mimic.
As this realization dawns on the two of you, you just see like the lower portion of the chest just starting to like distort and bulge outward
Oh,
as a tendril starts reaching up out of the top of it. And I'm going to have you all roll for initiative.
I freaking knew it. Also,
I'm forgoing my initiative.
trauma.
roll.
I'm going to end up curled up in the corner of the floor like I did the last time we fought a mimic.
Our fans
Hopefully
know
not.
nothing about that.
What
you
could
are,
be traumatic about
you
that?
can't mention
All
another
right,
campaign.
real
Yes, I
fast. In
can.
another campaign, while everyone's rolling
I'm gonna
initiative,
roll
we
this.
all fought a mimic at like level 1 or 3 or something.
One.
Level 1.
Level
Level
1.
one.
Everyone almost died except for mine and
One did.
Abby's character.
One did.
Yes, Sven's character died. It was the most traumatic experience.
Well, and at
Who could've
at
seen
one
that
moment
coming?
in time, every everyone was knocked out. It was just my
Abby.
character, and I just kept like shooting it and moving 10 feet so it couldn't catch me.
She kited a minute.
It was ridiculous.
Who could
on-
have seen it coming?
It was so stressful.
I was on the
I know.
floor making
Who
survival
followed
checks.
the trail of coins?
Yeah.
Sam.
Sam.
It was my duty.
All right, Zafir, what's your initiative?
That would be 19.
Okay. Alward.
I got a 34 and I break ties because I used my time shenanigans.
Wow.
Val.
Well, you might need to use it because I got a 26.
Neros.
27.
What?
And Einar.
31.
Oh.
What?
Oh, sorry. No. 33.
Oh.
You're gonna have to break ties with everybody.
All right, Alward, by 1 point, you are first.
Even if it wasn't by that 1 point, I'd be first. I'm assuming we see the mimic. I see the mimic
Yes, you can see it on the map in person.
in person.
In person.
Does it look like it can get out of there or no?
It does not look like it would have any difficulty leaving that alcove.
Okay. How big is that alcove?
It's like 10 feet wide, 15 feet deep. There's a
Okay.
small, like 5-foot doorway that leads into it, but the mimic itself is currently being amorphous enough that it doesn't look like the doorway would be a challenge.
Okay.
I wish I could be amorphous. I wish I could.
You wish you were a cat.
Yes. Sleep all day, eat food. Do it again.
I'm just gonna go ahead and not telekinetic hand. No, not telekinetic rend. Why is so many things telekinetic?
Well, it's like you're a psychic or something.
It's like I'm a telekinetic psychic.
You would have thought he'd seen that coming.
I'm going to cast telekinetic projectile at this beastie.
All right.
Guys, did we just metagame
Did we?
by purposefully looking for a mimic?
No.
30.
I mean, I was threw the
think-
rock because there might have been a trap.
think
That's
we
why I
metagamed.
threw the rock.
I think in this world, mimics are well known enough that it's not unreasonable for level 9 adventurers to say, hang on a minute.
They need to choose a different form. Like, come on.
All right, Jenkins, you said a 30 to hit?
Yeah.
That's a critical hit.
Oh my goodness! I should have amped that.
Kill it. One shot it.
Probably
We are
can.
level 9.
If you don't kill it, I will.
20 bludgeoning damage.
He takes it. He is not bloodied.
I would like to use my last action to recall knowledge.
All right, wait, no. What's your occultism bonus?
72.
I think it's
Wow.
18.
How do you have that at level 9?
I'm very talented. I'm an expert. I can tell you that.
Is it 19?
Occultism. It is 19. Good job, Sam.
Critical success. What would you like to know?
Well, first, this is a mimic. What level is it?
It's a level 4 mimic.
Oh, okay. We're fine.
Guys, it's level 4. We're going to die.
Weakest save.
Weakest save. Good question. It's a tie between reflex and will.
Oh, fun. And then I get 2 since it's a critical. Special abilities.
Mimics are well known for their adhesive properties. Any creature that is hit by the mimic or otherwise touches the mimic must succeed on a reflex save or become stuck, grabbed by the mimic. The same thing goes for any weapon that strikes the mimic. It will automatically be grabbed.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's fun.
Einar.
Yeah, he gonna hit it while muttering something along the lines of, "We don't have time for this." Free action, and I say free action. He's gonna drop his shield
All right.
and two-hand this swing.
Gotcha. So it will take one action to put your other hand on your sword.
Really?
It's a single action to change your grip. It's a free action to lower your grip, but it takes an action to upgrade your grip.
That's a stupid rule.
It's not my favorite rule in the game.
Isn't there a feat
That
that
is
you
a
can do that?
stupid rule. Oh, it's so
You're changing grip.
Yeah, you're changing. That makes more sense.
No, it doesn't.
They gotta limit you somehow, Sven.
You're too powerful.
Fine, I won't use vicious swing.
I know, I wanted you to viciously swing.
That died.
That was
Just had
such a
a.
thud.
It's a great thud.
It's like an aggressive thud.
38.
That might be a crit. Why don't you go ahead and roll crit damage just to be safe?
Is he allowed to double crit because it's so high?
No, it's not that high.
You know, thinking about it, I don't think I told you that my crit damage. I think I just told you my base damage.
That was
That
your
makes more
base
sense.
damage?
Yeah, that was my base damage.
It's still right at the end of your turn. We can go ahead and
All
just
right, thank you.
grandfather that in.
Just double it. Is it still alive?
I'm not used
It's
to
still
critting.
alive.
Okay.
Is it bloody?
But it's now bloodied.
Yeah.
Do you think we can cook this and eat it?
Ew, I don't
This-
want to eat mimic.
This isn't.
Actually, if you read
Is it-
Delicious in Dungeon.
Yeah, I was about to say this isn't delicious in dungeon. I kept wanting to say dungeon meshy.
I don't know what that is, man.
I
That's
don't
the
either.
anime.
Oh. I
Oh,
read
really?
that.
That's a worse name.
It is a worse name.
Boiled mimic.
Let the man do his math.
I'm just filling in time.
We don't have to.
He can think. Look, I am interested here.
50.
Oh,
Did that get him? Did that
Is
get
it
him?
dead?
just long silence. 50.
So Val looks at this chest, throws a rock, and it sticks to it. The chest starts to move. Alward, just with supernatural speed, hurls another rock that just takes out a chunk of the chest. Einar just walks up and just slices it in two, and the thing just begins to melt onto the ground.
Love it.
Well, that was simple enough.
Okay.
Just for reference, that thing's max HP was 75.
Oh, if I would have amped. Oh.
Are we still in initiative?
No,
no.
you're safe.
Just for funsies, can we check and make sure the other chest isn't one of those?
Sure, I'll throw a rock at it.
The second I see Einar doing that, Zephyr just like backs away with his hands just out in front of him.
28.
The rock hurls through the air, hits the lock on the front of the chest, and then bounces off and
Okay,
rolls
Hits
across.
the fear in the face.
Zephyr puts his hands back out like he was backing away and walks towards it again,
You know, it could be trapped.
and then casts Mage Hand. Gives it a little pat on the head.
I'm sorry, it's telekinetic hand.
It is
Telekinetic hand.
So you telekinetically pat the chest?
Yes. Also, I'm calling it Magus Hand from now on.
That's
that's
fair.
fun.
You can do that.
So your Magus hand pats the top of the chest, and just a little bit of just dust, just poof.
I was hoping it was like a touch trash can where you press the button and it just. Just gonna look around and I'm going to open it. Anybody opposed to that?
Einar picks up his shield, flings whatever is left on his sword back onto the ground. Just hurry up, please.
Can my Mage Hand actually, better yet,
Excuse me.
from the light of the green flame, cast a shadow coming underneath my feet, stretching up onto the chest, and the shadow slowly creaks the door open. And door, I mean lid.
So this trunk, it's like 8 feet long, is almost full of various items, clutter. But what you're finding is most common in here is various bits of currency.
Money.
Money. If you were to take time to count...
How much is in that chest? Roundabout to the nearest degree.
Oh, you have that eye for numbers,
I do.
don't you?
I've had that for a long time.
It's useful now.
It's always useful.
Save stab.
2,900 gold pieces.
What? 52,
That's
50, 100, 51,
A
50.
lot of money.
Yeah, Alward's going to glance over at the chest, and his eyes are going to go wide, and his jaw's going to drop, and he's just like, wait, what?
Do we pocket this?
Yes.
How do we get it out of here?
Well, are we sure this isn't like someone's like you know like
I'm sure whoever it was dead.
well like what if it's like things possessed by the dead that people need to come pick up or something? I don't know.
I
If
don't
they're dead,
think
they're not going to
that's-
pick it
I
up.
don't think that's what it is.
I mean,
And if they're dead and they come to pick it up, we might want to kill them first.
And it's not like their
no.
names are written on it. How are you going to tell the difference?
okay, all right, fine. Whatever.
We're just taking the money, okay?
If you choose to divide it evenly, that's 580 gold apiece.
Alward, can you afford to buy a house now?
I think I can afford to buy a better house than previously.
We were gonna help you out. Now we don't have to.
Wait,
You
how
said
much gold did you
500.
say?
How much
80.
gold?
580.
580.
580. That is a lot.
Alward and Zephyr, as the two of you are going through the chest and sifting through the currency, you do come across a few items that catch your interest out of the clutter.
Ooh.
First off, you find a obsidian black ring that catches the light, whether there's light or not.
That's a weird description. Go on.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna wait until you say everything to ask questions.
Well, I'm done talking about that ring.
Okay.
Hey,
You
you
said there
know,
were
true
a
to
few
form for the
things.
group,
Oh, sure.
we should pick somebody to just randomly put it on.
I'll do it.
There's also a bag that appears to be made out of a fur pelt, but is warm to the touch.
It can match my cloak.
A violet silk cloak.
Ooh.
I'll get
That would
cloak
that would
now.
look
That
well with
won't
my
match
outfit.
mine.
At all.
Get out of here!
And a very ornate tube of lipstick.
Oh, that's
So
definitely.
we all turned-
Why did everyone look at me?
No, that is mine. You cannot have it.
Everyone look at me.
I'm going to look fabulous.
Not your shade, Alward.
Nero's wear makeup.
You're right. It'll clash with my
Give it to Val.
My
She's the one
things.
with the dress.
It's true. I was thinking chapstick when I looked at you.
Can we identify
strips,
them or?
Sure. I can accept Arcana on any of those.
I am trained in Arcana.
All right.
What are we rolling for? I zoned out.
What to identify these items?
I'm rolling.
Yep, Jordy's rolling.
Are we rolling or are you rolling?
It's a secret check.
Okay. I would like to check. I would like to be in on this.
If I could ever use my music lore, it's 13.
Not in this case.
Oh, me.
All right. So, Val, you are not sure.
I don't know what any of this is.
Wait, were there only 4 items?
Yes.
Okay.
Alward, what was your bonus?
Bonus to 16.
Ooh. You successfully identify these items.
Oh, cool. What are they?
So, the first one is known as a shadow signet.
Is that the ring?
That's
Yes.
the ring that is supposedly that makes casters amazing.
Well,
So-
it has shadow in the name, so it's got to be mine, right?
Excuse
What's
me.
it
I
do?
also play with shadows.
So it allows you to ignore their AC and substitute it for will. Is it?
So, you can, as a free action, spell shape a spell that would normally do a spell attack roll, and instead of targeting their armor class, you can target their fortitude or their reflex.
Yeah.
So totally not useful for Einar.
One of you two should take
Yeah,
that.
I don't think it's good for you, Petite. I'm sorry.
Actually,
You
that
have
is a
stealth
good point.
strike.
No, it's okay. I'm also
We
Ooh.
can talk about it
a
later.
wacky.
Okay.
I'm wacky.
Fight right now.
Duel.
Roll off.
The second item, the bag that seems to be made out of a fur pelt, is a bag of cats.
We're not giving it to the person with the barrel of monkeys.
You can only get the shadow signet or the bag of cats.
The leather bag purrs quietly when pet.
Yes.
I don't like that.
I love that. What?
It has 2 activation abilities. You can either use it to summon a leopard or to put the bag over your head and then come back out as a cat battle form.
Well, that sounds amazing.
So I think it's for Einar.
He loves putting things on his head.
Yeah, then he'll have a dog and a cat for him.
I feel like that would just enrage the cloak more.
Wait, could he just do both and become dog cat?
Cat dog.
Cat dog or whatever it is.
Cat
No.
dog.
That's funny.
But I can summon a leopard.
Thank you.
I can be a wolf and have a leopard friend.
You're
Yeah.
assuming we're giving it to you.
Technically, yes.
Oh, I'm taking it. No,
What's next?
The next one was a silken cloak that has the aim-aiding rune etched onto it, which means whoever's wearing that cloak does not provide cover when taking their allies' ranged attacks into consideration.
I hate how
so like
we
me-
have to give that to Einar of Hell.
Yeah, so we wouldn't count as cover. Okay.
Yes. Now, the way I'm ruling this is you can just go ahead and throw the cloak on now. You don't have to move that rune, but you have to have space on your armor to have a property rune.
I don't think either of us have property runes. So I could take it. It goes with my outfit.
It makes more sense.
Depending
to
on
do
what
that.
the other item is. I don't want to take all of them. But what's this fourth item?
The last item, the ornate lipstick, is a rebranded wand of honeyed words.
I
can
already
only
have. I already have that spell, so
So once per day, you can touch up your lipstick.
Einar needs this.
It's a non-gendered lipstick. It chooses whatever shade works best for whoever's attuned to it.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
It lasts for
My
10 minutes
shade.
and gives you a +4 status bonus to deception checks to lie and against perception checks to discern if you're telling the truth. And you get to add your level even if you're untrained.
Oh.
Does anybody oppose to giving it to me?
You can have it.
No.
You can have it.
I would like the cloak. Einar already has a cloak. You got your wolf form cloak thing.
Not currently, but I am wearing another cloak that doesn't do anything. It's just a cloak.
Ah, okay.
It's just a boring cloak.
Am I okay to take this silken cloak?
I was going to give it anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm just imagining like a Dollar Tree, like really cheap purple cloak. That's like the only thing I can imagine. And she has this ornate armor that's all painted like a galaxy. That's just this really cheap like fabric cloak.
We can go a little
It's
bit more
silken,
expensive. Party
though.
City.
It's a
know,
silk
but
cloak.
It's a Party City cloak.
a little bit higher than Dollar Tree. I mean,
I think you, Alward, should take the ring because most of the spells I use attack will.
Okay, I was about to say most of the spells I use swap between targeting saves anyway, but the one spell that is like part of my kit is telekinetic projectile, and it has to target AC.
I think you should take it.
All right, cool.
so that means one of you gets a bag of cats.
I don't want it.
Yeah, you
Just
do.
sell the bag of
I
cats.
really don't want that. Or the lipstick.
Hey, I'm
You're
taking
taking the
lipstick.
lipstick. I don't
I
want
could take the bag of
I don't want
cats
the
if
bag
you
of
guys don't want it.
I love that.
Give me the bag of
Jordy, did you
cats.
think Zafir was going to end up with the lipstick?
I was sitting here like, there's two characters that feels like it fits their vibe, but I really hope Zafir gets it.
I will take the bag of cats. If nobody else will take it.
Take it.
Take it.
I don't want
Einar.
it. I just want the money.
You're an animal person. Take it.
Apparently.
So we just emptied this entire 8-foot chest. How did we put that in our pockets?
So you're not taking everything. I mean, I'm not saying you can't take everything, but there's a lot in there that I didn't describe that's just general, just like some clothes, a hammer, stuff like that. There's probably about 200 gold coins worth of just junk if you could find somebody to pawn it off on.
Like that gremlin in the arena.
What if we call Crass? What if we call Crass and he appears in this room and we could just sell it to him?
What?
I feel like that's just too much and we
I
should
feel like
move
I missed
on.
something. Yeah, let's just go. We
I
got
don't
our
need to
stuff.
worry about the money till after we're done with this dungeon.
Yeah, we could all die.
What are the odds that this chest is going to be looted when we come back?
So,
None. Let's move.
There is a lock
Oh my
on the front
goodness,
of it.
Val.
We can lock.
Val?
Do we have a key?
Val, you okay?
Val is sassily walking away with her new cloak on.
She's entirely
strutting
too.
her stuff.
She's strutting that cloak.
whoosh, she has her arms out like she's an airplane.
Einar grabs the bag of cats, feels it purr, frowns, shrugs it off, and starts walking.
I like the concept of Einar sneaking and accidentally rubbing against this bag and just purring at it.
So as you guys have been moving your pawns on the screen, I say you guys, it was Sam and I'm an idiot. Everybody catch up. It looks like you've moved back into the room where you fought the Boooox, where there's another entrance to the south that you haven't yet explored.
Yeah, let's go find an old woman and kill her.
What's down this hallway?
Bones.
I love bones.
Them bones.
They make such a good
Dry
broth.
bones.
As you continue down the hallway, it opens up to another sort of atrium with a tomb in the middle of it. This one appears to have been... What's the right word for this? It's not desecrated. It's more just...
Defiled.
Well...
Decrepit.
Yeah, it's just been
Tagged.
disused. Just, nobody's been in here taking care of it. You had remember when you were in that room earlier where you had found Arid's tomb. On the south side, there were some collapsed stones. You're now back on the other side of that collapsed pathway, and you can tell that somebody intentionally collapsed that path. That there's supposed to be a doorway there, and they had just, pulled things down to block it off.
That's rude.
Bless you.
Bless you. Bless you, my child.
Thank you.
Is the hallway across from the coffin directly east?
East.
Yes. There's also another hall directly across the room from the way you're entering that appears to open back out into the bone-strewn chasm that you entered from.
Oh, let's
the
not
path
go
back.
that way again.
Let's go that way, guys. No, Val, come back.
I am not carrying you again.
You didn't have to
You
carry
didn't carry Val. You carried me.
And me.
And finally, on the south side of this room is probably the best lit area that you've seen so far. There's just a large, open, well-paved stone room.
Let's go in it.
Einar is definitely leading the charge with Val, I'm guessing.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Neros is muttering to herself.
Can I hear it?
No.
Oh.
Can I try
I
to
mean,
hear?
you can hear it, but it's like soft enough that you can't understand a word she's saying.
Oh, so it's like.
Sorry, what?
She's finishing up a ritual over there.
You're the reason the flames are green.
She is the BBG.
She's a
No,
traitor.
no. If I was doing this ritual, the flames would be black.
I am the master commander.
But then we couldn't see.
I know it's the
They're
BBG.
glowing black,
Like a black
like
light.
a black light.
Purple.
It's a rave down here.
So
All right. So as you come around the corner and you're looking down into that room to the south, there are several of the torches that you've been seeing that are glowing with that eerie green light. And in the center of the room is a small, hunched over old woman who's lighting one final candle in a circle on the floor. She looks up to Val and Einar as they walk into the doorway and just says, I've been expecting you. And that's where we'll end this episode.
How dare she conveniently be
Let
doing
Val
the last
at that
thing.
old lady.
Guys, we have to fight Mother.
That might not be Mother. It could be something that
He
sounds
just
like Mother.
did the Mother voice.
He did just do the mother voice.
what a
Maybe it's
mother.
his
The mommy
Maybe it's
voice.
her
And he's-
sister.
Aunt
She has
Mother
a twin.
Yeah, it's Mother's
So
twin
isn't that
sister.
Aunt then?
and Mother.
Aunt mother.
Oh, the queen.
Other Mother.
Oh no! I don't want to
comedy.
spite.
Welcome home.
I don't want to spite that thing.
All right, so the hero point for this episode goes to Sam for his tactical decision of identifying the potential mimic.
When Arcana won't work, rocks will.
If in doubt, rock.
Okay, well, thanks, everyone. I'm going to go, I don't know, research old women.
Don't look that up.
And how
Google
to
it on your work
how
computer.
to kill old woman? Bones, question mark.
Just make sure you do that on your work computer
Old
so it doesn't
women
mess up your search
candle.
history.
Okay. Do not put us on an FBI watch list.
All right, go ahead, listeners.
Go ahead and put
Join
us on
us,
an FBI watch
join
list.
us on the Discord.
Having a hard time, Jordy.
Please convince Sam not to get us on an FBI watch list.
It's too late.
It's too late to
Dude,
apologize.
I read Delta Green. We're already on a watch.
All right, well, we'll see you on the Discords, and we will catch you in the next episode.
Bye-bye.
This has been an Atomic Broadcasting production. If you enjoyed the show, make sure to give us some support by liking, commenting, and following. These things really do make a difference in getting the word out and helping our community grow. Also, make sure to check us out on Threads and check out the Discord server, where you can chat with other fans and discuss all the recent developments and happenings. Links to all these good things in the description below. The Written in the Lost is an original story that uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's fan content policy. Atomic Broadcasting and The Written in the Lost are not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. Hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, have an atomic time.
Prime content. We're now a comedy podcast.
I thought we always were.
The longest blooper ever.
We finally pull up our podcast app and we click the tag comedy.
Comedy.
We've done it,
And our
guys.
views just double and triple.
Wait a minute. Some were funny. I just felt bad about laughing this whole time.
We finally could add the comedy tag.
You know, we were supposed to be serious, but, you know, let's roll with it.
Who cares about being serious?
Oh, Michael's
I
back.
do
We can be
sometimes.
now.